Aileen back. Peace, love, and palm trees, and all that. Guys, it is good to be back. I feel like I haven't been here in a while, although I just posted a video last week with my guy, 66 Poppy, discussing the Real Housewives of New York City. If you didn't see that, go check that out. We were here last week, but now I'm here one-on-one with Jocelyn. It's a man, whatever. I say all of that to say I am glad to be back. What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Janice. If you're new here, click the subscribe button. If you're like a watcher who watches all the time and not subscribed, click the subscribe button. Also follow me on social media. I'm Janice Aileen across the board. So today I'm here to talk to you guys about some things. You know, my life has changed over the last 2-3 months. Like, things have changed. I am now in my own apartment. I'm on my own, my first time living on my own. Things are new. Life is changing. I'm changing. The world around me is changing. It's just so much change that I have to adapt to. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about some changes that have happened since I've moved out on my own. Things in myself that I've noticed that have been like night and day changes. To the point where, like, once I moved in, it was clipped for everything else. Here I am, this is the new me, and this is what's gonna be going on. If you guys didn't see my previous video where I did a semi-empty apartment tour, you can check that out. I'll link that below. Cool video. You guys can see my apartment because it's semi-done because my room was done, but the whole other part of my house was not done. So you can see it kind of decorated, kind of not. I'm still working on that now, and I can't wait to show you guys the finished product. I'm still working on it. You know, things take time because things are money, right? Okay, so things are gonna take a little bit of time. Although there have been a lot of changes in me and in my life since moving, I just thought of a few that I shared with you guys, just so you can kind of get a gist. Kind of, it's like a life update too, if I think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a life update and what's new in my life. So let me share with you guys a few of the things that have changed in my life since moving. Number one, the number one thing that has changed in me, that, like, everybody talks about this all the time. They tell you what you should do, you know, before you moving out. There's always like advice given on saving and just being mindful and stuff like that. Let me explain something to y'all. I was always the type of girl that's like, spend a check, get it right back. You know, like, oh, I'm gonna buy this because this is what I want. I'm gonna buy this because fuck it, if I'm broke, like, I'm gonna get paid next week. Like, I always was that type of girl. Baby, I moved in, okay? Now I understand the worth of a dollar. Like, I understand, like, literally what I just said, the worth of a dollar, okay? Your girl is out here. I wouldn't say I'm penny pinching. I'm not penny pinching, but I'm just super, super, super mindful. I'm on my own now. I have rent to pay. I have a life to live. I'm an adult, you know, and I'm like real life adulting. Girl, like, it's so crazy, the switch that I had with money and just the way I see money. My relationship with money has changed. I don't want to say I'm frugal. I don't want to say I'm cheap. But now I just understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, how I can save more. I'm learning ways on how I am out here in the goddamn circular, okay? Looking for coupons every week. And let me tell you something. It's not that I used to talk shit, but I used to just always feel like I don't have the patience for couponing. That is not my thing. Listen, I get what I need and I go, no matter how much I spend, you know? No, that is not your girl no more. I am checking in the circulars for coupons. I am on Amazon glitch pages so I could get sales and deals and discounts and stuff like that. Like, nah, it's very, very real out here, y'all. That's the main thing that has changed. And I feel like I needed that. I kind of feel like my relationship with money was kind of irresponsible in a way because I was more of a YOLO type of girl. And now I have to be responsible because at the end of the day, like, I have to live my life how I want to live it and then also pay rent. So, you know, that comes into play. Now, the second thing is, I swear if my family members are watching this, they're going to laugh and probably talk shit. So funny. But I am like so much neater and so much cleaner now that I'm on my own because it's a realization where, like, I'm not living at home. I don't have, you know, like, the opportunity to have someone else clean this shit up. You know, like, I have to pick this up right now because I can't wait on nobody because ain't nobody else gonna clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Or just being neat. Like, even when people come over to my house, which we'll get into in a second, even when people come over to my house, like, I feel like I'm like that annoying person. Like, ooh, watch that. Like, ooh, don't do that, because now I gotta clean. And then if you spill something, you could get up and try to clean it yourself, but now I'm gonna have to clean up after you because you ain't gonna clean my shit like how I'm gonna clean my shit. So that's just, I feel like I've gotten a little bit of OCD, and I'm trying not to be like that, because that's so annoying when you go to someone's house and they're like on your body and you're like, okay bro, I'm an adult, I'm not. But then some people are just not mindful of other people's shit, you know? So, but that's another story. But I'm just much more cleaner. I'm much more cleaner. I'm neater. Like, I'm literally sweeping every day just because I don't want dust to pile up. And another thing too, y'all, I'm in New York City and I'm a girl living by myself. I don't want no pests. I don't want no roaches. I don't want no mice. I don't want no creepy crawlers. I do get centipedes here and there, but that ain't got nothing to do with cleanliness. That's just what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's another thing. I'm like so on top of everything. Like, my mom came here the other day and she was like, it's clean in here. And I'm like, girl, what you thought? Like, I be taking care of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's a plus. That's something I'm glad that changed. Like, it's in me now. Like, I feel it. Like, I be getting up and wanting to clean. I do my little Saturday morning routine. Maybe I'll show you guys a video. If you want to see my Saturday morning cleaning routine, oh my God, that's a good idea. Light bulb. Drop it in the comments if you want to see my Saturday morning cleaning routine video. So I'm really like a social person. I'm an extrovert. I love just being in the mix of things, not like in a bad way, but I just love being in the mix of things socially with people and things of that nature. So now that I got my own spot, I tell everybody, yo, pull up, yo, it's lit, like, come to my spot. Like, but now I'm really realizing I do not like company. And it's so crazy because I be so with the shits. It's not that I'm mad that they're coming, but when they reach, like when they, oh my God, I don't want to offend any of my friends. You guys are more than welcome to always come to my home. I'm just saying. But like, I'm noticing now, like when people come over, it's like, okay, well, now that I'm tired and now that I've enjoyed your company, I'm ready for you to go. And then you can't just put people out or say nothing like that. So then it gets kind of weird. I'm like, how the hell did I always want company? Or even when they, like, even before they even come, like, I'm inviting them over, and then when they come, I'm like, I think I don't like company. That's weird. Like, no, it's not weird. Actually, people don't like company, but like, I never was like that. So now that I have my own spot and I can entertain and host how I want to, I'm realizing I don't really like it. Now for events, I like, but I just don't like people getting come to my house. It's no offense. Like I said, my friends and family are more than welcome to come to my house, but that's just how I feel. Now, another positive change that I noticed about myself is that I've actually taken the time to figure things out. And what I mean by that is when I lived in my previous home, like I was raised with my grandparents, my mom, my brother, right? And whenever I couldn't like find something or just like didn't have the patience, because that's me, I'm a real, like, I'm tough with patience. I don't have any patience, and I'm working on that. And when I would lose patience or get frustrated with something, I would just be like, Ma, what does this mean? Or like my brother, John, can you help me with this? Or Grandpa, can you help me with this? I was always that person because I just didn't have the patience and didn't even want to, you know what I'm saying? But now that I'm on my own and I have no choice, I take the time to figure things out. Like and I feel myself getting frustrated a lot of the time, and then I stop myself and I'm like, relax, Janice, you got this. Take a deep breath, figure out what you need to figure out. Like, don't stress yourself, because that's what I do. I stress myself out. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I'm taking this time to become more independent and just relying on myself more than relying on anybody. And there's a few hiccups that I had going on in my house that I would have gotten frustrated if I was in my previous home and I would have had someone help me. Whereas now, like, I did not, and it kind of felt like an accomplishment. Like, wow, Nook, like you did that on your own. Like, you didn't need, you know, and then I'm proud of myself. So it's like this level of like independence that I'm getting. And I'm really enjoying that. I'm really, like, now when I say I'm a grown-ass woman, I mean it. like I mean it. I pay my own bills, nigga. Like, I live on my, like, you feel me? I'm a grown-ass woman for real, and just all aspects. Like no, I don't need nobody's help. Like, I'm learning this shit and I'm figuring it out on my own, and I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so happy for that change. for real. And last but not least, and I feel like which is the most important for me, is that the biggest change since I've moved in my apartment is that every single day I wake up with a peace of mind. I literally can cry talking about it because that's how real it is. I wake up every morning, I haven't woken up in a bad mood in so, even if I'm groggy, bloated, cramps, I don't feel like how I used to feel. And I'm so grateful, like my head space, you know. And there's things that I've gone through and sacrifices I've made to get in this apartment, but it's all worth it just to have my peace of mind. And I advise, you know, anyone who feels like they need to get out to get their peace of mind, do what you have to do what you have to do, because it's so worth it. Like I said, there's shit that I go through, there's hiccups that I go through, I have bills to pay, like work is crazy because of the what's going on in the world. Didn't want to say it because I want them to flag my video, but you know, like there's things that other issues in my life that's going on, but all of being able to go to bed and wake up with a peace of mind makes it all worth it. And I mean that from the bottom of my soul, okay? I don't want to get too deep and emotional with y'all. I'll save that for another video. But I just wanted to share some of these few things that I've noticed that has changed in my life since I've moved out on my own. And I hope you guys, you know, feel a little inspiration, have made you laugh a little bit. Please don't feel no type of way about the company thing. Y'all can still come to my house. Damn. Again, if you didn't subscribe to my channel, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Also, give me a big thumbs up. Drop a comment. Let me know if you want to see that Saturday morning cleaning routine video. Let the girls know. I thank you guys for rocking with me. You already know. You already know if you fuck with me, I super duper fuck with you. And it's all love. Peace, love, and palm trees, and all that.